Once again, I'm going to say shout out to Jeremy from the Quartering. He brought up a good story, a story that he seems to be on. We seem to be in agreement with, but I just want to clarify like my feelings on the situation. So first, I'm gonna play the video that Jeremy shared, and then comment on it. Maybe not.
I'm not going to show the aftermath because it's probably kind of, I don't want to humiliate this kid. But you can see there's some sort of. So these kids are picking on this kid. Look, he's a little chubby kid. Chubby kids get picked on. That's kind of the way it goes, and it's not. I'm not saying it's okay. I'm not saying it's whatever, but they were probably picking on him. And you can see all these other kids that appear to be a lot older, circling around, and then this little future scientist hits this kid. This other kid obviously doesn't know how to fight. It's he's trying to throw flying leg kicks or whatever. But what happens is now, of course, as always, yet another kid jumps in, a much older kid, it would appear. Looks like a teenager. Blindsides him, right? Because like a real hero, this little kid in the red shirt starts the fight. This kid in the black shirt, which is probably his older brother, or another older kid, gets in, and then they get on top of this kid and they pummel him. I'm not going to show everything.
Oh, well, hold on. Of course, a stupid fucking YouTube advertisement would show up in the middle of me trying to fucking do something because YouTube fucking just is a fucking money grubbing corporation that likes to steal from its fucking the people that post and fucking keep the money instead of giving it to them. They're like, even me, I don't make any money off this, but people that watch my videos sure as hell have to watch fucking commercials.
Oh, look, they made up. Well, they in fact did not make up. And this roving gang of youths is still terrorizing the community and this kid too. So there's this post here from Kevin Hummel Sr. It's starting to sink in what we accomplished last Sunday.
Okay, so I'm not going to take any more of his video. If you want to watch his whole video, go to the Quartering and watch the video. What I want to say is I completely agree with what the community did. That's what, like, when I was a kid, kids fought. It was usually one-on-one, and usually it happened because some dummy said something that they probably shouldn't have said. Like, we need to bring bullying back. Bullying existed for a reason because it kept weirdo kids from being weird in public and doing weird things. It kept kids from shooting up schools, having bullies. Because believe it or not, the weirdo kids that would shoot up schools were afraid of the bullies. Like none of like until the moment we started talking about, oh, there's too much bullying, somebody's beating up my kid. That's when kids started showing up to school with guns because their parents were going like, oh, it's not your fault, without asking, what did you do? Why did it happen? How did you instigate it? If you were just walking, minding your own business, we'll take care of it. We'll take it to the school. We'll get it done. The school will fix it. And usually the school did. Nowadays, no. We got rid of bullying, and now schools sweep everything under the rug so they don't get fucking media attention, i.e., Buffalo, New York. So, yeah, what this community did was get the kids together, get them to apologize to each other, shake hands like men, give them new bikes, try to get them to become friends. That's exactly what the community should have done. If anybody in this whole situation should have gone to jail, it was the kid in all black that walked up behind the poor white kid, and clocked him behind the ear and the back of the head. That's how you kill people, especially since the kid didn't know it was coming and didn't have a chance to defend himself. He could have got knocked out, fell head first, given himself like a brain injury, and died. That kid in all black needs to go to prison. It should have just been between those two boys. Let them fucking figure it out. One of them's going to get beat up. Later, The kid that beat up the other kid apologizes to the kid he beat up. They shake hands. They both fucking eat cake and try to become friends. And usually, like when I was a kid, you usually did become friends after something like that, unless the kid was a complete fucking degenerate. Are we raising nothing but complete degenerates? I can't say on that. It looks like we are. And if that's the case, well, then fucking there shouldn't have been a fucking bikes given out. There shouldn't have been shaking of hands. There shouldn't have been nothing because that kid's a complete fucking degenerate, and only that community knows. And they'll find out in the future if he's a degenerate because he'll do it again. But the community did the right thing. The only person that should have gone to fucking prison or jail in the entire situation was the kid in all black that punched the other little kid in the back of the head where he couldn't defend himself. When you start to jump, anybody that was involved in jumping that kid should have gone to prison. You let little kids fight. If you were that afraid that if that was his big brother and you were that afraid that your little black brother was going to get knocked out, then your little black brother shouldn't try and fucking start shit. Don't start shit. Won't be shit. Simple. It's like, do any of you motherfuckers remember the movie Friday? Fucking settle the shit with your fists, not with guns. Settle the shit with your fists, not your fists and your friend's fists and your dad's fists and your brother's fists and your mother's fists. Like, if y'all want to act like fucking N-words, then you're going to get treated like N-words. We live in a society right now where black fatigue is a real thing. And you've got black people walking around acting like they used to be slaves, wanting reparation. I think at the very least, if you want to act like you were a slave, if you want to act like you were a victim of slavery, you should at least be treated like you're a slave first. So, like, you want to act like you deserve reparations and you deserve the short end of the short end of the stick, the soft end of the stick when you fucking commit crimes because slavery. Well, then you should be treated like a slave. You should be tied to trees and whipped. Lynching should come back. Sundown Town should come back. Then you'll have a fucking argument. We should burn Atlanta to the ground. Then you'd have an argument about why you deserve reparations. Until that shit happens, you need to shut the fuck up because we're all getting fucking tired of it.